I wanna see the light.
Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stephany Rene here, and today I wanted to sit down and film something a little bit different other than my background being different. Let me know down below if you guys like this. This is my office, and I kind of thought that this would be like a cooler setup because you kind of get the vibe of my personality, like the girly flowers, but yeah, I got the rocker side. But today I kind of felt like filming something a little bit different because this is something that I've been struggling with lately. And I know a lot of people out there struggle with this, and I feel like mental health is something that more people should talk about and shouldn't be so ashamed of, because we all struggle sometimes and we all go through things. At one point in our life we've all felt sadness, and at one point in our life we've all felt anxiety about things. And, you know, I felt like I needed to get this out in the open, and then also maybe some of my advice and tactics could help someone out there who may not have thought of these things. I wanted to sit down today and film my 5 tips for dealing with anxiety, because I've been diagnosed with anxiety since I was 18 years old. I'm about to turn 25. I think that I've had it my whole entire life, because I remember always feeling anxious, but I was too young to understand what it was, and I was too young to really have a name for it. It is something that I struggle with every day, and you know, there's a lot of people out there that do, and I don't think that it should be something that we try to hide from one another. I don't think it's something we should be ashamed of, because it's just a part of who we are. It doesn't make us who we are, but it's a part of who we are. And whether or not that you think you are diagnosable or you think it's bad enough, you know, we all at least feel anxious, you know, over tests or, you know, stuff like that. Like, we all experience it at one point or another. So I just wanted to share some tactics and some techniques that I have learned over the years to kind of help me manage it day to day. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first technique that I've got for you guys that has helped me out a ton is just breathe. You have to learn to breathe correctly. And I know that this sounds crazy because we're all like, I don't know how to breathe. But when you're going through a panic attack, or you're feeling extremely anxious, or your mind's just run away from you and you feel like you're struggling and you're just falling down the rabbit hole of anxiety, learning to breathe and then breathing correctly helps a ton, or at least it's helped me. Because I find whenever I get anxious like that and I get really bad anxiety, I feel like I can't breathe. And I don't know why, but that's like the first symptom, I guess, that you could say that I get. It's like I feel like I can't catch my breath. I feel like I'm not breathing, even though I know I'm taking deep breaths. I feel like I'm just like struggling for air. And I know everybody's symptoms and everybody's experiences with anxiety and panic attacks are different. Like, some people, like, it's just their mind racing. Some people, it feels like your body's numb. I know it's different for everybody, and I've experienced all of it, but breathing definitely has helped me the most. That's why it's the #1 thing. And when I say learning to breathe correctly, basically it's like a 5-step breathing thing. It's what I do is, if I'm feeling anxious like that, I'll stop and I'll count to 5 as I'm breathing in through my nose, and then count to 5 as I let it out of my mouth. So I'll show you guys right now what that means. Like I said, take a deep breath, count to 5. So I'll be like, I'll just do that until I feel calm and not as anxious. So I would seriously recommend that. Like I said, just a little 5 count when you breathe in and a little 5 count when you breathe out, and it helps me a ton. The second one is a little weird, and it's something that I found on Pinterest several years ago, and I've been doing it ever since, and that is to count 5 things around you that match the 5 senses. And I know that sounds crazy, but I think because it's so in depth and it really makes you step away and take in your surroundings, it helps your mind not think about what it's trying to trick you into feeling, if that makes sense. And I've actually used this whenever I was having panic attacks daily years ago, and it helped me a ton. But what I mean by your senses is finding 5 objects or 5 things around you that match the 5 senses. So taste, smell, your sight, touch, and sound. And so, for example, right now I can smell my candle behind me. I can taste my lip gloss. I know that sounds weird, but I can taste the lip gloss on my lip. I can see the construction workers outside of my window. I can touch my favorite sweater that I've got on, and I can hear the birds chirping outside. I would highly suggest that. It helps you in the moment to just take your mind off of it and pay attention to your surroundings. Number 3, and this one is kind of cool one, and I feel like this is a very general one that a lot of people do anyway in life, but when I'm starting to feel really anxious, I like to repeat my mantra. And if you don't have a mantra, then take 5 minutes, sit down, think about words that inspire you, that motivate you, that make you feel safe, and kind of create your little mantra, which is like your little personal slogan. What I do whenever I'm feeling anxious is I will just repeat my mantra to myself to like help boost my morale, I guess you could say. I don't know. And just to let you guys know what a mantra is, this is mine. It doesn't have to be one word. It can be one word if you want it. It doesn't even have to be a whole sentence. You know, it could be more than that. If you have a whole paragraph of some motivational quote you found on Pinterest you want to say, you go girl. You do it. I can't remember stuff like that, but do you? But my personal mantra is you are capable, you are strong. And whenever I start to feel really anxious, I will just repeat that to myself. I don't know, it just makes me feel like everything's gonna be okay, that I am in control, I am strong, and I am capable. Saying it right now, it even makes me kind of feel like, you know what, that's right. It makes me like sit up a little bit straighter and be like, yes. Number 4, if all of these other things that I just said are kind of not helping me in the moment, which sometimes that happens, thank God it hasn't happened to me in several years to where one of those other things doesn't help, then one of the last resorts I'll do is just try to distract myself. And believe it or not, no matter how trivial that may sound, it really does help. One of the things that I'll do, for example, is I'll go on a walk. If I'm feeling really, really anxious and like just a ball of nerves, I will just put my tennis shoes on and go for a walk in my neighborhood, maybe put in some music and just try to like focus on something else. Getting active sometimes helps me. Another thing that really helps me, maybe calling someone. I know some people when they're anxious, the last thing they want to do is call somebody, but for me, calling my mom really helps me with my anxiety. And yes, I'm almost 25 years old and I still call my mom when I get anxious, but no judgment here, y'all. I'm being really real today. Maybe turning on my favorite show or reading a book, like just little hobbies kind of a thing. I will try to distract myself with that. And a lot of the times it really does help. All right, and the last technique that I've got for you guys that has helped me a lot over the years is just remember that you're not alone. One of the sad things about mental illness is it makes you feel very isolated. It makes you feel like, you know, that you aren't strong and that you aren't capable and that you're different and that it's not okay, when really there is so many people out there that experience some form of mental illness, whether it be bipolar disorder or, like I said, just anxiety. Like, you know, we all experience it at one point in our life, and you have to remember that. You have to remember that you're not alone, and it can be very tough. I will tell you guys right now, I mean, there's been periods in my life where I've just isolated myself off from others because my mind just tricks me into thinking that that's okay and that that's what I deserve or something like that, and it's not true. You are strong, you are capable, and you are worthy. Even if you feel like you have absolutely nobody, there are resources out there. There is hotlines you can call. There's online therapy now, which I think is pretty cool, and my introverted self kind of wants to try. I just want to let you guys know, if you're feeling anxious or if you're feeling down, feel free to comment and reach out to me, because I'm always here to talk and I will always talk to you guys. I love talking to you guys. That's the reason I started my YouTube channel, because I am introverted and I'm also at home right now, so like I don't get out much, and I really enjoy the community and getting to know you guys and making online friends. I don't care what anybody says, online friends can be just as awesome as real life friends, and that's the truth. You are loved and you are strong, you are capable, and you're not alone. I just really felt called to sit down and do this video today because I've been dealing and struggling with my anxiety a lot lately. It's kind of reared its ugly head back up, and I had gone several months without really feeling it, and that's the way mine works. Let me know down below if you guys are like that, but like mine I can go a year like feeling fine, or like 6 months or more like feeling fine, and then all of a sudden like my anxiety will come back, but like the rest of the time I won't feel anxious. Let me know, is my anxiety just crazy, or does that happen to other people? I really hope these techniques and tactics help you guys. If you guys know of any things that I can do or others can do, feel free to comment it down below and help our little community out. And I just really want to thank you guys so much for being so sweet to me and to always be so engaging in my videos. It really means the world to me. But no matter what, I will always show up for you guys in the comments, and I will always respond back to you guys. And I really try to make this a very positive and engaging community, because I think that we all need it. We all need an escape sometimes. I really hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up to let me know that this is something you guys want to see more of, because I can do other mental health type videos, because it is something I'm very passionate about. And don't forget to subscribe down below and click that little notification bell so you'll be notified for every Tuesday and Friday video. And I will see you guys on Friday. Peace out.